the power is just intact. The Trane battery, we have a lot, we talked a lot about Trane battery. I'm going to share with you right now the bit of product review of the Trane battery from our partner. Get some maybe 5 to 8 minutes try to enjoy that interview from the Trane battery. Trane battery in Uganda, so to talk about their product and then how is the performance and then what is their product and what about and which the manufacturer, the performance of everything. As you can see, this is a Trane battery, deep cycle, solar and inverter batteries for the vehicle. As you can see, what are the Swedish brand is I think German technology, most of the European brand, as you can see here. And today we're here to pay a visit to make sure we meet the right person to explain to us in detail what is the Trane battery and his manufacturer and the product review. And today we are in here for the product review. As you can see, those are among the European brands of the product. As you know, we trust Europeans. Alright, good morning, Mr. My name is Noor Ismail. Today we are visitor today, and you are our host today. So today we're going to talk about the product review, which is a Trane battery. I believe and is a reliable company and viable product.
Yes, it
so
is.
Why you're here is to know, tell our viewers who are following us on our channel about the product, which is in Uganda for a while, but it seems like people are not really aware of the product on market and how durability and a strong battery is the battery. So talk about the product today. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So now we need to talk about the product.
First and foremost, how many types of battery do you have here? So you have this deep cycle, solar panel battery, and the acid battery. Acid type. There's another type.
We have deep cycle batteries,
deep cycle,
automotive batteries, and what we call a weight battery or low battery. Some of them call it the dry charge battery.
Okay.
Where we put in acid.
Okay.
Yes. So we have 3 types of batteries.
Okay.
So I need to talk about all these 3 types of batteries.
Okay.
But the manufacturing and the quality is the same.
Quality manufacturing the same.
Yes. It differs.
Only the user.
Where you're going to put it, which application you're going to apply it on.
Correct.
Yes. And each battery has got its advantage. So when we talk about the sealed maintenance-free battery for the cars, it helps us when you have some of our clients who do not want to keep on checking the battery levels of water. Once you put it on, it's a done deal. You will enjoy the durability of life. When we talk about the deep cycle battery, it helps you to work and it can give you long time to work using this battery because the deep cycle drop plate time is very low, or what we call a voltage drop is very low. It can go down at a point of 10 volts, which most batteries don't do. When we come to dry charge batteries, these dry charge batteries are very unique. They need a person that will keep on monitoring the water levels, top up, but they are all also one of our products. Yes, these are one.
Okay.
The dry charge batteries. They need maintenance.
Okay.
These are not maintenance-free batteries. So we have a few clients that need this. They need to maintain. So those are the 3 types of batteries that we have. But to get the unique selling point,
just a quick one. Can you explain to our viewer, our client maybe as well, the potential clients, which maybe they never test our product, they're looking for to test our product. Difference between maintenance-free battery and
dry
charge battery.
Of course, the maintenance-free battery, as you hear the name, is a maintenance-free battery. Totally.
So you have no any maintenance, no adding acid or anything.
No.
It's just matter of pick,
put on the
and play.
Exactly.
Alright, it's matter of pick and play. So this is the maintenance-free battery, very good, and the price is worth it.
Exactly. So the maintenance-free battery is totally, you just pick it, put it on a vehicle, forget it, drive.
You just drive and enjoy your car, your machine.
So when we come to the dry charge battery, it's where we need to be maintained. Once you get it, we fill in the acid for you, put it on your vehicle. But every time you are doing a service on your vehicle, you need to check the water levels. Every time you move a long distance, you need to check on the water levels. Because the boiling point of this battery is a bit high, and the electrolytes are accepting to check the levels so that we top up. Whereas the maintenance-free battery do nothing on them, so that it's free and you don't enjoy the life that you have when the vehicle is
Oh, that's something they have understood exactly what is a Trane battery. What now give us a little bit about the product we have here. We have all types, all sizes, all sizes actually of the battery. We have N40, N50, N60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 100, up to endless. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The good thing about this, we welcome every client that comes in because we have multiple types of battery. When you step in our shop, you can't fail to get the right battery that you need. Because we have it and we have the expertise to choose which battery goes on which car. Because these types of batteries vary on which car. It depends on the engine size and the usage. Is it a petrol engine? Is it a diesel engine? So you come in, you tell us the type of car you have, we choose for you the right size of battery to use.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So in addition to that, I need to talk about one thing. We have this chart, the assembling of construction. How these batteries are manufactured from the factory. Yes.
All right. All the way. Okay, tell us about this structure.
This structure one, we have what we call the lead plates.
Okay.
These are the lead plates. When they are being assembled, it's totally plate which is a combination of silver calcium in that lead plate. So when it's being assembled, we get that lead plate, put in what we call the electrolytes. We mash it in one component of the cell and we put it in one pack or a cell component. So it is assembled from there, put in, because there are 6 cells. So it depends on the size of the battery, which will tell on how many sizes or how many plates should go in. If it's a 70, we look at 12 plates or 14 in each. If it is 100, we look at 16 or 15. So it depends on the ampage that we assemble these plates. So this is a simple structure of how this battery is manufactured from the company. And the advantage is when you use a battery that has got a silver calcium and lead, virgin lead, this totally causes a brand new battery. Everything is new, straight component. You get a wonderful performance of a Trane battery.
Fantastic. What about the solar?
Yeah.
The solar battery. That people know how you can buy which type of the battery is more advisable for the solars, and what the capacity of the watts needed for which goes with which type size of the battery.
That one is okay. When you come in as our client, we need to first things first. You get to know your need. You need to know your load. What is the load? Or what is the wattage of the consumption you want to use? Once we get to know the size of the load you have, then we will get to know the size of the battery you use and the size of the panel you use. So all
you need to confirm to get from the client to explain to you what type of the consumption, what use for which purpose, what is TV, what to use for any other utility at home, like a fridge, like fridge, TV, using for cars as well. So you need those to guide. Your battery can supply up to which what type of equipment which can pack and power. Your battery can be able to power. Because if the client can say, okay, if they say the dry battery is so powerful, can I use it for ironing?
Can I use it for watching on TV? Can I use it for the fridge as well? What can you explain to the client, which really they are not aware about the product, so that they do not misuse the product and then come and drop a complaint that the battery is not performing well. Maybe they overload the battery and above the normal as per the manufacturer prescription.
No, these batteries are very, when we talk about the deep cycle batteries, they are ready to give out the current that they have. For it, you just drain the battery. It's there to be drained. But what capacity are you draining? Or what load do you have? This battery can work on the TV, bus, fridge, but what you get is what we call limited time.
Limited time, sure.
If you put a small, what we call them backups, if you put a small backup, you will get small time, given that the load that you have is a bit high. So if the load is high, you calculate and we make sure that you get a bigger bunker that it can serve all you need. So the battery can perform on any application that is placed on.
And then I think you have some technical team, which if the car build his house, you won't have to install the electrical part of it, which is also sold as a part of it, as a backup. Lead the customer to come and get an advice or get one of your technical team to go and assess his house before come to you and give you what you wanted, or you can even guess to know what exactly is required to go and install.
That's a good question, because now normally what we do, we don't do guesswork, and when you're dealing with these things, you don't do guesswork. If a client comes in, we discuss. If a client gives us a call, we can go to his place, find out what is needed to find out. We do the assessment, we do everything so that we make sure that the perfect job is done at his place and his need is served.
We really appreciate your time. Now let us go next to the testing part. Testing, you need to know how do you guess or assume the battery is not performing well, and what falls apart from your battery and other brands of the battery. What really makes you unique? We get it. What makes you unique apart from other brands? Because there's what I used to call the starting cranking voltage. Talk about that.
We have tools of engagement. We have what we call a battery analyzer. Looks like this. So you need one of these.
Okay.
It helps you to tell.
I think we got one already.
Yes. This one will help us. Will talk to us. It will scan the battery. Give us.
To determine whether the battery healthy
is
performance or
bad.
Like everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
So once you have this, you are covered.
Right.
Before you use this battery on anything, you can test this battery, or before we send it out, we test the battery and make sure that the battery we're giving out is 100%.
Even before the client you need a replacement, we have the proof.
Exactly.
And there's not us, it's a machine to detect, to judge, as a judge, to tell us whether the battery is still performing or the battery is not passing the exam or pass and good condition. And today we're going to watch what is happening here. Can you check this battery and tell us exactly what's the procedure?
Before we go to anything, you need to get this battery analyzer or battery tester.
Sure.
And before we go anywhere, we need to look at what battery are we testing. Which size is it? Because each battery has got different readings. So if it is a 70 zinc, it has got different cold cranking. If it is a 50, it has got a different cold cranking. So when we are testing this battery, we need to get those details so that we get the right details.
So the detail we can get it easily
on the battery itself.
On the battery itself.
Yes. So here the battery have what we call the voltage, which is 12. Yes. The amps, which are 75. The reserve capacity minute, which is 150. But what we use when we're testing this battery, normally use what we call the SAE. Some call it the cold cranking of the battery. This will determine to scan the battery.
There's a lot of abbreviation here. Please give us a detail so that we understand. And the detail, those abbreviation of see here, SAE. What's the meaning of SAE?
SAE is one of, you see when I'm going to pass it through when we are testing the battery. And this one, these are specs that are given to help to determine and test the battery. And the machine, because there are guidelines that we use to get the state of health, state of charge of the battery when you're scanning. Yes, so to go on and test this battery to see how good it is or how bad it is.
We're going to test this one, also test on what I'm using, because I'm using your product as well in my car.
No problem.
So we're going to test this one and also check what is my car and tell us what is the performance and the health.
No problem.
Wise of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we start?
So when you're going to test, it's very simple.
Okay.
You just need to...
We need to first make sure the voltage at 12 about.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because this machine, when it is testing any battery, when it's fully charged, it needs to test the battery which is between 12.5 to 12.6. That is a fully charged battery. So this procedure is very simple. You get these clock dials, positive, put it on positive, and negative on negative, it automatically.
But this one you must get it only on the dealers, like any Toyota Arua. We have the machine. So this machine is also sold to the client.
Yes.
Whenever client you have an issue with your car, please bring it at our service centers or at our branch in Kampala, so we can advise you better by using the latest cut-edge machines. So
much further, we use, you see,
this is positive.
Put it on the positive.
Alright.
And this we put it on the what?
On the negative.
On the negative.
Okay, so
This automatically goes on. So this battery is already fully charged. It has got 12.8 volts.
12.8 volts.
Yes. So when you look at this, it's already showing us battery what? Test. So we shall go on and press enter. It will ask us, is it a regular liquid? That one is one of the, how do I put this? These are some of the specifics that we use when we are checking the battery.
Because I've seen this EN.
Yes.
Is what you use here.
Yes. Here we use an EN because this is it. It's a rating. EN works on what we call N battery, N serial. And we have the SAE of what we call the cold cranking, which is here.
Okay.
This is the cold cranking.
Oh, 730.
Exactly.
If you misuse that cold cranking,
You will
get an effective.
you get results that are not coordinated. So we need to get.
So it will not give you the correct result.
Exactly.
Right.
So we have also what we call IES.
Okay.
It's also one of the regulations that we can use to test this battery.
Okay.
Furthermore on that, we have the DIN.
Okay.
Because we have also the DIN batteries. If you need to check the DIN battery, you can also use the DIN. Okay. So for this case, we are going to use EN or CCA/SAE.
Okay.
So when we get this rating, we just press enter and we get to know the rating of SAE, which is 730. So we go forward. 5, 6, 7, 15, 7, 30. That is correct. So once we get the set capacity, we just press enter. And testing is done. So here it is showing us the battery is bad and replace.
Okay.
And press enter. You want to print the results?
Yes, we need the result. Automatic. Everything is automated.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So now we have the results. These results are showing the state of health is at 76 and state of charge is at 82.
So it's below 100%.
Exactly.
Okay.
So here, with our technical expertise, we get to know that either the vehicle that the battery was on was not charging full capacity, because if
undercharge.
Exactly. Because if it was charging it to full capacity, it would be at 100%. But but here it is showing us 82%, meaning the charge was not 100%. So if the charge is below, it will affect automatically the life. It's what we call the undercharge. The undercharge
is caused by what?
Undercharge is caused by the alternator.
Alternator from the
vehicle. Yeah.
Okay.
So this undercharge defects this negative terminal. Oh, it sulfates
the alcohol cells.
Exactly. Normally the negative cell, this cell will sulfate because of not getting enough charge.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do one test is to go out to my car and check whether the health wise of my battery, how is the cranking voltage of my car. So follow me and we run out. And check. Okay. Because test and see, this is a Trane battery, I'm using it. Now from one, and I think since I fixed it was last year, it was October last year, and today I want to check the health of my battery. And I'm using my good friend here to test it and advise me whether it needs immediate repair, because as I'm preparing the Karamoja road trip across the Pole of Africa, I'll make sure the battery is good and safe and sound, because it's going to supply me with the power at night, even charge my laptop, my cameras for our Expedition 2020. So please, you're welcome.
So now when we need to check this battery again, we need to follow the procedures that we looked at earlier on.
Okay.
We put in the positive on the
positive and positive.
Negative on the negative.
On the negative.
So it will automatically display.
All right.
That is it.
All right.
So it is already in there.
So go to enter. Press enter. Good and fast. So I'm good to go, as you can see.
Let me print out the results and we're going to see the state of health, state of charge.
Printing. Good. The result. Good and pass.
So here we have good and pass, state of health. But we are going to look at the alternation charge points, showing us a challenge. We have something like 76, so meaning the health state is 100%.
Yeah, but state of charge is 76%.
So we need to test and see the alternator, what it's giving out, because it's not charging 100%. So what we do, of course we have to first do that.
Undo the plug.
Exactly, because it's an on and off switch for the machine. So here we come to battery test, but what we want to test is the alternator. We come to what we call system test. So when we come to system test, we go enter. It will tell you turn off the loads and start the engine. So now, when you start, it automatically shows you the cranking pulse is 10.6. It's normal. So the cold cranking or the cranking pulse of the engine, that is normal, is between 9.5, 10 or 11.
Even about.
Exactly. So here the battery is
performing very well. Fantastic.
Exactly. So with this and make sure that
summarize the second 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Well, I think you had and summarize it.
Yeah. So here we also look at the alternator. It's going to show you alternation hydraulic modes.
Okay. So that's good job. And thank you very much. Okay. I think you got it. The Trane battery. The Trane battery is just super powerful. Because it's not the first time we use this Trane battery. We used it in Congo as well for more than this almost a month, camping every day, and we never got any disappointment. Alright, now we're gonna share with you, talk about our partner of this trip as well, which is Trane Batteries. Remember, Trane Battery is a German brand. The manufacturer is from Europe. As you know, Europe is well reputed by with his product. Because there's no way you can cheat Europeans. They have that good reputation. When I mean by cheating, no European people, they can accept to be cheated. They will accept to buy your product at a high cost, no matter what. But they buy the thing which are genuine. And once you promise to a European a guarantee, you must mean it. You must mean what you are saying. If you think you're going to be tricked, because you trick because to get money, and surprisingly, not be surprised, you may be. They might confiscate your license for good. Reason why most of the European companies are very careful in terms of product standard of the product. They maintain the quality of the standard on high, very high, on top. They always play smart and play always on top of the game. Why? The first thing, they maintain their brand. They maintain their reputation. Because the slight error, they can be taken to court. When your product guarantee was being given for 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, the terms and conditions apply, fine, that's okay. But once your product caused a damage or didn't meet that warranty, and you are playing, you are making your license at risk. Because in Europe, to get a license from the government to make a product which is not viable, you may end up causing big trouble. That's why European brands are always company, factory of Europe, they always keep their reputation, keep the standard high. That's why we find their products are high, because they invest heavily on the product and they know what they're selling. When I say they know what they're selling, it's because the price they've been fixed, the price fitted or fixed on the product is worth the product. Trane Battery, for example, who is among our sponsors of this trip, and the power we are using currently is from the Trane Battery. The battery, it doesn't have nothing, and we are sucking the power. When I say sucking, we are sucking. Because now remember, the film gears is right now charging. The laptop has been charging. The power we are using here is from the Trane Battery. And how many batteries are there? Trane Battery is a silver calcium battery, only 100 amps. But look at the power supply all over here. Even I think everybody, if it was the neighbor been closer to us, we have given supply the neighbor today evening, they enjoy the light. Why not? That's why Trane Battery is not only published, advertised, and everybody knows European brand. Cheers. You know what you're selling. And in most cases, which most of people don't understand, cheap things are expensive than expensive things. Ask me why. Then I must be able to clarify in most simple way why expensive things are cheap and why cheap things are expensive. Get me right and listen to me carefully. I'm not stupid to buy. For example, I get a battery, they are selling it at 100,000. But that battery, the guarantee is not guaranteed. Okay, you just get me very closely and very carefully. I've said, I'm not stupid to buy a product which is cheaper because it's cheap. Let me put an interval of time. If I buy about the Trane battery, it will take me 1 year warranty. In case anything happened, it was among the terms and conditions. I respected it, I have to bring it back, and they will check whether it's the fault of the battery or the fault of the charging system. Once we found that the problem is the battery factory, we have to replace it at a zero cost. When I say zero cost, you bring me the old battery, the faulty battery, and we replace it by a brand new battery at a zero cost. That is 1 year warranty, done. Let's go to the Chinese brand. It's well known as Chinese brand. It's cheaper, 150,000 Uganda shillings. But every month, I have to buy one. The years have 12 months. 150, let me calculate it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not stupid to buy a cheap thing when it's gonna cost me more than a expensive thing. My phone. Let's make it just straightforward. I'm selling Trane battery 70 amps at around 550,000. The warranty is 1 year, 12 months, fine. I buy a Chinese battery which can cost me 150,000. Every month, I buy it for 2 months, it will cost me, first month 150. Second month, already the cost goes to 300,000. Now this is a little, but let's see, 12 months, how much money I need to spend for annually expenditure for the battery, and how many times I need to spend for the genuine battery, which can take me 1 year. You may understand, you may know that you're gonna be called stupid if you buy a cheap thing which is costing you without you to notice it. Because it's very rare case people to notice whether it is costing, because they're cheaper, they just limit their brain because they're cheaper. But in long run, in long term, you will realize the little you spend, it's become more a bundle than you could spend the bundle once and you save. I think are you getting me right? I don't know if you're getting me right. Buying a Chinese of 150 and buy of the Trane battery, genuine battery from Europe from 550,000 once a year. Buy Chinese even 4 times, even 5 times. How much is it? 2 times 300, 3 times 450, 4 times 600, 5 times only for 5 months. It's gonna cost you 750,000, which even surpass the price of the genuine German-made, European-made product, which can cost you 1 year warranty with a card. Fantastic. I think you understood what I'm saying. I mean by that, cheap, expensive, and expensive and cheaper. Wow. If you have any comments, please drop it down. I will be able, or if you have any question regarding what I've just stated now, please drop your comment down and I will be able to answer you as well straightforward. We are only dealing with the international brand, international reputation as Toyota genuine, Tata genuine, and Trane battery which are genuine from the German European brand. What else you want me to answer? I'm ready for you and I will give you the best, helping you, saving. I'm here for that. Help you to know more and saving the money.
Nilikuwa pale Uganda, nilifurahi na tingi
I am Noor Ismail Nozzle, diesel engineer. Join me as I share my passion for building 4-wheel drive trucks and traveling to the remotest part of the world.
Ukiwa kijana tembea uone mengi ya dunia we.